3 or 4 minutes. I reckon it's a crucial 10 minutes here. If Balwyn get the opening couple of goals, as much as I see Noble Park coming back like I did against Vermont, I just don't know whether they're going to have the legs.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct there, Brash. First score will be pivotal, Brett Beston.
Absolutely, I'd agree with that wholeheartedly.
Let's go down boundary side to Esmond. Thank you, Esmond, as we get set for the final term here at the Pat Wright Senior Oval, and a cracker it shall be. 9 points the margin as the ball one down now here by Noble Park and locked up just as quickly as that began. And we'll have another ball up just outside the centre circle. So you heard the words of both Mick Fogarty and Marty Pask, by proxy anyway, as Dorr loses the tap there to Meeson, and the ball eventually spills out. Noble Park trying to gather this one in, and they do so now eventually through Ball, who is brought to the deck and taken away now here by Simpkin. Turns around and fires this one in on a great mark. Taken out there by Hughes.
Come on, Dan.
You were saying, Brush?
Yeah, come on, Dan. Kick the goal and make a liar of me.
He goes in short and finds Gilchrist. He in turn goes in short and finds his teammate Tregear, and looks like they're trying to switch the play yet again.
Ceded a lot of ground again.
So
yeah.
They had the momentum just out of that centre break, and they've retreated all the way back inside their own 50. And uncontested mark here for Tregear. And he kicks this one up forward, looking in the direction there of Goebbels, went over his head, and Noble Park attempt to clear, and they do so now through here. Ananostu, his quick kick finds Gwilt on the half-forward flank here for Noble Park. Just over a minute played here in this fourth quarter. Ananostu gets this one right back. Bit of give and go action. His short kick finds Alwyn here on the half-forward flank for Noble Park. As numbers surge forward, Gwilt on offer, and he goes to him now. Gwilt goes up with the mark, couldn't take the mark in the back, but gathers the ball back in.
He took the mark!
Oh, he took it.
Oh, and he played on.
And well, maybe a bit of delayed reaction there from Gwilt, who ended up taking the mark, but he's bursting through a tackle. There was Giobi, hands out now, finds Allen. He kicks this one in, looking for the lead there of Monaghan. He didn't put ball on the deck, a snap there, coming off the face, and well, that was
holding
the man
against Gwilt. Was it? No, it's for Gwilt, sorry.
Gwilt's going to win himself a free kick straight in front of his own goal. Perhaps a reprieve from that earlier mistake of playing on when he shouldn't have. And well, with a pretty acute angle, James Gwilt hasn't got one so far this afternoon. He's hoping to get on the score sheet. It looks like he's going to go check side.
Now wouldn't be a bad time to score one.
Bang.
And he's put it through. James Gwilt has brought Noble Park back within 5 points, 8-7-55. They trail Balwyn 10-4-61, and a cracking fourth term underway, gentlemen.
Been one of their best, James Gwilt, hasn't he? He mightn't have had a goal before then, but he's certainly been prominent.
Yeah, I'll tell you one guy that's had a ripper game for Noble Park too is Tim Kelly in the back line.
Fantastic,
He hasn't done much wrong this afternoon.
Stalwart, great player, cool head in all situations. Third time lucky for Noble Park in that forward arc there. They'll take the free kick and they'll take the goal. They're back within a kick here. As the umpire throws it up, Meeson got a double fisted down. The big men go up against it again, but now it's Noble Park with the clearing kick up towards the half-forward line where it was overrun by Nelson. Here's Weatherald. He overran the football to add support there, and Pendlebury paddled in front of him. Sorry, Taylor Gilchrist it was. Snap around the body, inside forward. Where Harper gets down low, and Harper takes the mark. He's already kicked 2 goals. Saw a few fists of delight out of the left-hand side of my eyesight there. Won't put anyone under that bus.
Certain commentator that shall remain nameless.
And we'll have a shot on goal. We're up here in the social club. There's plenty of support for Noble Park at the moment, but a chance to put them in front. And Harper, I tell you what, he's usually a dead-eyed dick too, Harper. He never looked like going through.
And
on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, they get themselves to within 2 points. 64 plays 62.
Would have backed him 9 times out of 10, somebody Harper there.
Jackson Weatherall to bring the ball back in. He's going to use the grandstand side. He'll go out towards the big man. Mason direction, but he had Door right over the back. He gets a handball away. Petropolis inside, forward 50. He goes towards the pocket. Penderbury had the front spot. Whether it was there to mop up, his kick was smothered. At the fall, the ball, Agnostic. I tell you what, no. It's just gone through for a point. I tell you what, they were up and about, the Noble Park faithful, but it couldn't get pushed through for a goal. And 63 plays 64, 5 minutes into this final term. What an absolute cracker this is on the Queen's Birthday weekend match of the day, Steve.
You're certainly right there, VWS, and plenty more action. Only 5 minutes into this final quarter. And, well, we have quite the game on our hands. As this call back up into the Chivers direction, Meeson got a fist to it. Ball hits the deck. Players trying to burst out, and that's going to be a ball up. And Chivers doing some pretty decent bandaging there. And we'll have a ball up just here on the forward flank here for Noble Park. Tap one down into the hands of Martin, who kicked it straight into the forward pocket. Unable to take the mark there was Nelson. Ball on the deck, trying to gather it in there is Sketcher, but we'll have another ball up. Now fast and furious Vin Diesel action here. Midway, well, start of the fourth quarter as Alwyn. Meeson going up again in the ruck, taps this one down. They're looking for Simpkin and taking it. And we'll have yet another ball up.
Geez, huge momentum shift here. It's Noble Park just putting all the pressure on. The only thing they haven't been able to do, of course, is kick a couple of goals.
Well, we said it was going to be pivotal who scored first coming out of this first quarter. And here's ball off to the races, gets a quick hand. A quick hand, shot there from Balwyn. Oh, and he's just sprayed it about 2 inches wide. Ziggy Alwyn. Well, he's tied the game. It's 9-10-64, plays 10-4-64. 6 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Steve, he sprayed it into the post, mate.
Oh, he just caught the padding there. Thank you, Wayne Brasher. Better eyesight than mine, and you're twice my age. This one moves out to the half-forward flank. Taken there.
Yes, I tell you what, a play that's stepping up his talk. It's a handball away to Martin. His kick was smothered. Nicely done there by Chugwin. Little in an under kick, got copped off by Hudson Thomas. So Noble Park have another chance to go forward. You can hear the crowd reeling it into this game now. He kicks it high. He kicks it towards Ziggy. Alwyn over the back. Monahan was the flyer as well. Whether or the fall, the ball picked up by Metropolis is snagged it. You little ripper. He kicked one in the first, he kicked one in the last, and he just read the play magnificently. Noble Park have hit the front by 6 points. It's taken them 7 minutes into the final term, and they have had all the play in this last quarter. It's been down their end, and I tell you what an absolute goal there by Petropolis. Absolutely magnificent, Brett Beston.
It certainly was.
So exciting.
The ball just came over the top, and Petropolis was just a man on the spot. He just hooked the ball up with his right arm and put it through into an open goal. Great opportunist goal.
Well, both sides are asking each other a question of each other. Who's got the intestinal fortitude to win the day?
So the ball went out of centre and ruck infringement straight off the draw. And Balwyn going to get the free kick. Much to the objection of the Northwood side. Here's ball now for Noble Park. Centres each one in front, and it finds Gwilt about 65 metres out from his own goal, dead in front. He goes in short, and he finds his man in Martin. Kyle Martin has had a cracker this afternoon.
Gee, that's some poor checking there by Balwyn there. 4 players there for Noble Park, had 5 metres each side of the play.
Well, the last man you want to leave standing on his own, no man's land is Cole Martin.
Oh, let alone Gwilt as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Besto, so, Jesus.
So Cole Martin got one in the first term, looking to add to his tally. The kick is just to the left, and 1 point the miners score. 10-11-71, playing Balwyn 10-4-64.
Let's go down to Peter Bear, boundary side.
One of the players Mick Fogarty identified at three-quarter time was Brett Dorey. Put the heat on the big man and said, I really need you to lift. It's going to be hard. You're up against 2 huge Balwyn ruckmen, but he's really responded in this last term and really grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck for Mick.
It's Simpkin with the ball there in the the back pocket here for Balwyn, urging his charges on. His kick up towards the half-back flank. Up there is O'Regan flying at the back. There was Hughes, and a ball on the deck. Trying to gather this one in was Hughes, and we'll have a ball up on the 50-metre line, half-forward flank for Noble Park.
Inside 50s this final quarter, 8-1 in favour of Noble Park, and they've won all 5 clearances.
I know he's put the acid on Dorr, but I tell you what, he's done pretty well all day.
Yeah,
Brett
he has.
Dorr.
He has.
Tap one down by the man you just mentioned, but we'll have yet another ball up.
And Brett Dorr was one of those players against Vermont that got him back into the contest as well.
His last quarter so far has been monstrous.
Watts gets the ball out, looking there for Cross, who crosses the boundary line, gets his handball out, and this one booted out towards the centre wing area, and taking all I thought was going to take the mark was Tim Kelly, and the ball on the deck wrapped up there by O'Sullivan, and we'll have a ball up. Wow, this game tighter than a pair of jeans in Fitzroy, and just about 10 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. 10-11-71 plays Balwyn 10-4-64.
Bayer throws the ball up now. McDowell knocks it down straight into the arms there. A ball up towards the half-forward line, but getting down and taking a solid mark. Taylor Gilchrist gets a handball away. Jackson Weatherall keep the neat skills up to Cross. They go inboard now. They're under a lot of pressure here. Van der Haar got it across. Can they get the switch happening? Kick goes up towards the wing position. Will stand strong though for the Bulls on the left boot. Kicks it up towards the half-forward line. Finds here's Shane Allen on the left. Usually neat skills up towards the forward pocket. Ball bounces and bounces and over the boundary line and out of bounds. Big shout out to James Hunt out at Meadow Heights, listening and having a great time watching and listening to the call today. His Bulls are doing well. They've hit the front in the final term. They lead by 7 points, 10.5 minutes. Make that 11 now in the final term. It's deep in their forward line as well. What can happen from here? Another goal almost. You wouldn't call it a sealer, but it'll take some stopping. But the Tigers, they have the poise. They have the ascendancy. Van der Haar takes the mark across the half-back line now. He'll need to stop, prop way up his options, just kick it up towards the wing position. Hughes has got to be the flyer. Dorr was there. O'Regan at the fall. The ball got the handball away to Cross. Little look away handball. That was okay. Found Simpkin. Goes back in board, and now they might use the middle. Here's Hughes. Takes the mark. The switch might be on here. Short passes on Taylor Gilchrist across centre half back. He takes the mark. Fraser's calling for it. That's ignored. Umpire's going to eventually call play on here, so Gilchrist has to go on with it. He's going to have to go out wide, looking for Weatherall. Beautifully done there by Luke Nelson. He caused the spoil. It was a 1-on-1 contest and knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds. 7-point ball game. Noble Park 10-11-71. Balwyn 10-4-64. Bendigo back scoreboard. 12 minutes gone here in the final term. It's all happening on this Queen's Birthday weekend game. The annual match. The umpire throws it in. Cross at the fall of the ball. He dives over it. He's quickly met by a plethora of players and will have a bounce 70 metres out from goal.
And Brett Beston, well, he can't drop it between these two teams.
I tell you what, Balwyn just can't get the ball past halfway. Noble Park's pressure in this quarter has just been incredible.
As Watts flies over and knocks the ball down. Wrapped up there with Gilchrist, gets the hands out. Van der Haar evades a tackle, gets a handball away, and Balwyn surging forward through O'Sullivan. He gets a handball out, gathered in there by Meeson, did well. Handball again there by Gilchrist, and away come Balwyn into the 50 line. It's booted out towards goal. Going to be a foot race to determine if it crosses the line. Oh, it's in!
Tommy Roach.
Roach has pulled Balwyn back within 1 point. It's 10-11-71. Balwyn 11-4-70. Wow.
And it's against the grain of play there,
Yeah,
Brett. Tommy
absolutely.
Roach. One of the things that we've renowned Tommy Roach is being able to break open the lines and run the pack. Haven't seen enough of that today and in recent times. Maybe he's just been, fitness might be a problem, but important goal there just to steal some momentum back for Balwyn.
Well, CP might be able to tell us, but that's almost the first time that I can remember Balwyn having the ball almost inside 50 in this quarter.
Inside 50s and 9-2 this quarter.
Fantastic goal there by Tommy Roach, another contender for the Health Fitness and Beauty goal of the day. The margin is back to 1 point. The kick goes forward now for Balwyn. Inside forward 50 it goes. There's a big pack. There's a lot of players around this pill. Nicely done there by Fraser. Got the handball away in the middle of the ground. Now Van der Haar needs to go after it. Petropolis, he came in with the knee. We all saw it. It was certainly a free kick, and he might even cop a card for it for his troubles. Oh no, not even the knee. The knee was there in the guts. I was thinking it was fair, but maybe the elbow, maybe a little bit harsh to cop a card, but We'll back the umpire in there, but Peter Baird's got something to say about that.
That's going to be really important in the context of this game.
Yeah.
Noble Park already down to 2 on the bench. Now they've only got 1 player to utilise for the next 10 minutes.
That's going to hurt them, Pete.
Yeah, it's a big call, Pete.
That surely wasn't a yellow card, though. I mean, it
Yes.
was. I think that was harsh.
I think he got the yellow card for the Academy Award Act that he did when he threw himself to the ground.
Well,
I tell you what, Mick will be putting the beats on himself soon.
Vanderhaar goes to Weatherald, goes out wide. They shouldn't have let too many players be free here. Every player forward of centre now. It's a 1-point ball game. Noble Park lead this one. Back into the middle. Here's McCutcheon's going to switch the play out wide. Going to go to Tregear. What a sensational mark that was. Just used Kelly as a step ladder in that instant and took the mark in towards the middle. Finds O'Regan. They're going to go backwards again. Up towards the half-forward line. A 2-on-1 situation. Monaghan over the back, created the spell nicely. Out towards the boundary line, Monaghan goes after it again. He'll be happy to see the paint. And over she goes for a boundary throw in. 1-point ball game, 15.5 minutes gone on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. It's Noble Park leading 10-11-71 to Balwyn 11-4-70. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. 98.1 Radio Eastern. Gilchrist went up from a stoppage, hits the deck. Quickly met by Monaghan, stacks on the mill. We'll have another bounce. Steve White, take us away. It's exciting stuff.
Oh, I think I thought my blood pressure was high at BWS. You just raised it a couple of PSI as Gilchrist gets wrapped up, gets the hands out. Here come Balwyn into the forward line. Goebbels battling there with Morrison. Ball on the deck, gathered in. Great tackle applied there by Sanfilippo, but the umpire says, I'll have it. Let's go down boundary side, Esmond Asponzo.
Rennie Gilchrist, the Balwyn captain, always signaling to his teammates just to compose themselves when they're kicking.
As the kick now, Balwyn smothered off the boot around the body, in towards the goal square. It's a contest.
Sanfilippo.
Sanfilippo has put Balwyn in front by 5 points. It's his second of the afternoon. It's Balwyn 12-4-76. They lead Noble Park 10-11-71 thanks to Vibro Health, Fitness and Beauty.
That definitely is contender for goal of the day because
Oh,
he was dancing on $1 there and he just got kicked, managed to just find boot to ball and got a lovely little bounce through the goals there. But really well done there by Sanfilippo. Made something out of nothing.
Certainly the goal of a contender. He is the winner. Something special is going to happen from here in the middle of the ground. Mason got the knockdown. And now Noble Park with the clearing kick up towards the half-forward line. Might have been a little bit of holding going on. Nelson screaming for it, but he's the one that's giving it away to Chirkwin. The faithful filthy about that one. And the short passes on. Vanderhaar made space. He's had a good last term. He's had a good game. Consistent. Takes the mark across the half-back line. Spearing kick to Fraser, who had to commit himself to the challenge, and he did just that, took a good mark. Wearing the Jesus headband on the right boot, kicks it up towards the half-forward line. The big man, what a final term. He's having a good Park, trying to lift his side. Gets it to Monaghan in towards the middle of the ground. Weatherald, little lucky left-hander out of nowhere, just created a spoil. The zig goes down. Weatherall jumped on top, as did Roach, and will have a bounce just inside the centre square. It's just forward for Noble Park. Can they answer the challenge? 5 points in arrear. It'll be Balwyn though. The kick goes up towards half forward. Jeffrey, go Balls, big fly. Couldn't take the mark. Morrison, little handball at the back. Giobi got it to Martin. Back to Giobi on the left boot. Kiss switches it out wide. It's okay. Ball takes the mark. The fans are screaming for him to move it on. Gets it away to Shane Allen. Usually a very clever user of the football. And then kicks up towards the half-forward line. Couldn't quite hit the target there. And Kelly dropped not what he should have taken. Chirkwin was right on his hammer. What a second effort it was from Jared Chirkwin. The Balwyn faithful are there to stand and applaud that as the umpire bounces it now. Umpire throws it up. No clear knockout for anyone. Dorr comes charging through. Dorr gets charged over the boundary line by Rennie Gilchrist. A little man tackling a big man, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Fantastic scenes out here at Pat Wright Senior Oval.
Gee, I'd be hoping to get a game like this in a final series, wouldn't you?
19 minutes gone, final term, 5 points the difference. Boundary throw in here on the centre wing. And the Noble Park attacking half of the ground. Here's O'Regan, check side around the body. Target there is Goebbels, knocked down there by Tobin. Tobin onto the foot, he couldn't handle it. Simpkin can, he snaps, smothered off the foot there by Bull. And the ball comes away now here through Martin. His kick up towards centre, half forward. But a great mark taken there by Gilchrist. He quickly plays on and switches the play out wide and looking for his man there in Tregear, pursued there by Nelson. Tregear centres it into the centre of the ground and he finds Kennedy. Quick hands and away come Balwyn now out towards the half forward flank, and there's been a free kick off the ball and it's going to be paid down the ground.
It was Weatherald who kicked it forward.
Weatherald. And it's going to be Cross to take the free kick. He goes in short to the tall target of Mason.
This is crucial for Noble Park. If they can see another goal here, you'd have to say the game just about done with so little time to go.
So Mason is going to bomb this one deep and no, it's going to go short. Looking there for Goebbels, couldn't gather that one in. Noble Park trying to get it out of their own 50-metre line. They do so by hand. Here's Martin. Quick hands back to Martin. He chips this one up and over. And a good mark, well, taken there by Balwyn. And well, fans want 25 metres.
Gee, that was borderline.
Wilt now centres the footy here to Harper, who's had a cracking game. They had to hurry as the Balwyn defenders were quite on him. And here's Gilchrist, who's been outstanding. He gets wrapped up there by Dorr, dropping the footy, shoots the umpire. And a free kick now here to Brett Dorr, the centre of the ground.
Gee, that's a great tackle by Brett Dorr because they were threatening their ball when they go into their forward 50.
It's a great tackle, but he didn't get boot to ball.
Here's Corrigan, his kick finds up that looking for Monahan, elected not to. And on the way now here to Allen. His kick looking in there for the Allen target, and it's over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in the forward pocket. 5 points to margin, 10-11, 71 Noble Park, trailing Balwyn, 12-4, 76, 21 minutes gone. Let's go boundary
Down, boundary side to
Yeah,
Peter
watching
Baird.
Brett Dorr in the centre of the ground, he is spent, just can't get to this boundary throw-in. Such has been the monumental effort he's put in this last term.
What a final term it has been. Umpire to bring the ball back in deep in the Noble Park scoring area. They trail by 5 points. Here's the Zig. What can the Zig do? He pulls it across the face of goal. Bouncing football. It's still alive. It's still alive. Boundary throw in about 20 metres out from goal.
Good win there for Noble Park. Even though it wasn't a goal or a point, they've still maintained that ball in their forward 50.
Mason to go up against Gwilt here. Mason got the knockdown. Charging through was Bull. He couldn't quite trap it. There's a lot of players around this football. Nicely done. Here's Gwilt. He just arched the back, got the handball away. Got it away there to Thomas. His kick was smothered magnificently. It's now back out towards the weak position. Picked up by Morrison, but it was stolen by Jeff Goebbels. How classy was that? In the middle of the ground, he got the kick away looking for Roach. Sketcher was in there over the top of the football, and the umpire will come in and bounce it. Well, just some clean skills will break this game open. It's going one way and it's going the other way. The umpire's going to bounce it up now. Dorr got the knockdown. What a quarter he's had. Got it away. He gets the big man. Gets the kick up towards inside forward 50. Gwilt nearly pulled in the ripper. One-hander over the top. McCutcheon got the handball away. Weatherall just gets crunched in a tackle. The umpire's not going to ping him for that one. He had very limited prior opportunity and it will have a bounce just inside the forward 50 arc. 71 plays 76, 5 point lead to the Balwyn Football Club. Umpire throws it up now. Gwilt knocked it straight down the throat of Dorr. He's going nowhere, and let's do it all again. About 20 players. Everyone's around this football at the moment. No one is forward to centre for the Balwyn side. They are all up and amongst it. Taylor Gilchrist goes after a cross. Got boot to ball. Kicks it in towards the middle of the ground for Balwyn. Looking for Goebbels. He had a little bit of support there. Nicely done there though. Benoit kicked up towards the half forward line. Dorr. He's fooled his own teammate there. So now the Tigers have a go in the middle. Goebbels gets a handball backwards. He put his teammate under a lot of pressure. He found it up. You can hear the screams from the crowd. The umpire's not having a moment. That comes out now to Allen. Allen has one bounce. Allen might be able to kick this. Allen kicks it to the top of the square, but it's chopped off there by the big man here, Johnny Mason. Balwyn gets it away, and now Balwyn have the chance to relieve the pressure out towards the half-back line. 5 points is the difference. 24 minutes now gone in the final two. Using the far side of Parrott Senior Oval, the kick goes up towards the half-forward line. They've certainly got the numbers. Everyone was forward to play earlier. Now the kick goes towards Gobles. Allen's back there to mop up. He has to support Morrison now on the left boot. Kicks it out wide. Bouncing football. Can Monahan keep it in? It's going to sit up for him. Okay, Sammy gets a short pass on. Here's the Zig. Siggy Allen takes the mark. 75 metres out. He can listen to the crowd. Everyone's getting behind him. The short pass is on Dorsey. He goes in towards the forward pocket. Which way will this one go? They want the safety of the boundary line. Well, this is a hot football, isn't it? It's fantastic play by both sides. 25 metres out from the Noble Park goal line. They're trailing this game by 5 points. 25 minutes gone in the final term.
They need to score now, Noble Park, or it's game over.
This must be it, boys. It must be very close to the end.
So pivotal boundary throw, and in it comes. Meeson doing the ruck work there against Gwilt. Knocked down by Meeson. Owen couldn't gather it in. It comes out now. Here on the far side to San Filippo. Knocked it over the top. Hand pass over there to Simpkin. It's over the boundary line inside the 50, and we'll have another boundary throw in.
I reckon we've got about another 2 or 3 minutes tops.
And, well, this is going to be the longest 2 or 3 minutes as far as Balwyn are concerned. Protecting a 5-point lead. In comes the throw. Under the ruck comes Dorr. It was a short throw. We're going to have to do that one again.
Throw it in again.
As Brett Dorr has had an absolute cracker this afternoon for Noble Park. And
it wastes 5 seconds, so they need to get these right, the boundary umpires.
there's one moved down, knocked down by Meeson, gathered in by Bull, tried to go off the boot, it was smothered back in. Bayons is the umpire, hands there by Allen. Beautiful evasion of tackle there by Harper. He tries to snap around the corner. Here come Noble Park, and through Thomas. He tries to centre the footy. It's taken in there by Gilchrist. It's moved down now. He picked up by Benoit. Benoit now fires on goal. It's travelling left. Travelling too far to the left. It's a minor score for Noble Park. It's 10-12-72. They trail Balwyn 12-4-76. 26 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Weatherall will bring this one back in for Balwyn.
More importantly, they've handed possession back to Balwyn here, who can milk the clock.
Jackson Weatherall plays it to himself and then stops props, then kicks it out to the half-back line. There's a big pack of players here. They've got the numbers over the Tigers up towards the weak position. And I tell you what, Daniel Hughes, he heard the bagging of Brash about 45 minutes ago, and he went, I'll take this mark. I'll do what's right for my team. And now he's going to get called to play on. Kicks it up towards the half-forward line. Crossell coming from the side. Couldn't pull it down at the fall of the ball. Door, who's had a fantastic last quarter. Monahan, little topo. Cross goes after it again. Big play here by both sides. Kennedy, good tackle over the top there of Sean Corrigan, and we'll have a bounce just inside the paint. True centre wing position umpire.